Okay, let's make an attempt to complete the square, see what happens. So you get, x4, and you get minus 18 x squared. And then when you half of minus 18's, minus 9 squared, you get 81. This becomes a problem, though. I'll tell you why it's a problem now. Let's see, I gotta get 9. Well, that's gonna be what then? 72, right? All right, that problem's gone. What do we get over here? This isn't so bad. What is it gonna be? X squared minus 9 squared, and this is going to be minus 72 equals 0. I'm going to factor it, and this is going to be x squared minus 9 plus root 72. We'll take care of that later. X squared minus 9 minus root 72. That equals 0. That's a 2. Well, I'm going to rewrite it a little differently. I'm going to write it as, let me see if I did that right. Okay, yeah, I did. So x squared minus 9, and 72 is a 36, so it's going to be 6 root 2's. And what do you get over here? X squared minus 9 minus 6 root 2 equals 0. I got some work to do now, and it's familiar work, though. So x squared would equal 9 minus 6 root 2. And the other one's going to be x squared equals 9 plus 6 root 2. Well, I got to do the square root, right? So what's x going to be? X will be plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 6 root 2. This one is x is going to be equal to plus or minus 9 plus 6 root 2. Well, it's a nested root, and I want to take care of it. I'm going to do one at a time. I want to do this guy first. All right, I'm going to just assume I can do it. Let's write this down. 9 minus 6 root 2, root a, minus root b. I have to be careful. You're going to get 9 minus 6 root 2. This would equal a plus b minus 2 root ab. All right? Now before I go forward in that, I think it's kind of obvious that a plus b equals 9. But I guess with that 6 there is kind of disturbing to some people. And I really wanted it to be a 2. So I'm going to write this down for you. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to write this as 9 minus 2 root 18 instead. All right, so this is, why would you do that? Well, for me, it makes it a little bit easier to look at. So what do I know? I know a plus b equals 9, and I know that a times b now is equal to 18. All right, so I'm looking at that. I'm going to say 6 times 3. And why is that? 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 plus 3 is 9. Here's my problem now. I've got to write it down properly. I want to say this is a principal root, so it has to be the root of the bigger number, which is 6, minus the root of the smaller number, which is 3. All right, so let me write this over here. And I found this one over here, x equals plus or minus root 6 minus root 3. I want to clean it up a tiny little bit, and I'm going to write it as x equals the root of 6 minus the root of 3, or you could write down x equals minus root 6, and then minus minus is plus root 3. Before I do the next one, I want to make sure you know that we have these answers written down for you. And let me point out that where that answer is. I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing this right over here. By the way, you can also write it down this way as well. I'm just writing them down explicitly what they are. Let me do the next one, and we'll get that matched up too. And really what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do this guy over here now. All right, so I need to unnest the root. So let's write this down. And I'm really looking at, 9 plus 6 root 2, and I'm going to make an assumption that this is root A plus root B. Let's square both sides. You get 9 plus 6 root 2 equals A plus B plus 2 root AB. Well, just like I did before, I had to get that coefficient of 2. So 2, and this would be 18, A plus B plus 2 root AB. Well, I hope it's apparent that A plus B equals 9, and A times B is equal to 18. Well, we just did this one. And what's A plus B? Well, they have to be 6 and 3, because 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 plus 3 is going to be 9. So we have this one done too. It's going to be x equals plus or minus, and that's going to be the root of 3 plus the root of 6, or the root of 6 plus root of 3. Additions are commutative. Whoops, made a mistake there. Let's get a red pen out and make sure we have that written down. Didn't mean to do that. Looking for this. It's right there. All right. We're just talking through the key. Again, you have the written document. I want to remind you, my name is Ron Bannon. My email address is Bannon, B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. If you have any comments or concerns related to improving this document, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.